Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here, and we got some good news out of Capitol Hill yesterday. Doesn't happen often. It's mostly bad news, like this meritless impeachment effort into President Trump that's been coming from Capitol Hill in recent days and weeks and months. But yesterday we actually got some good news from Capitol Hill, as the U.S. Senate overwhelmingly approved the USMCA. Of course, the USMCA is the new trade deal between the United States, Mexico, and Canada that President Trump had secured on behalf of the United States more than a year ago. This deal is to replace the Clinton-era deal, NAFTA, that proved to be a real disaster for U.S. industry. This deal, much better. It's far more advantageous for U.S. farmers, U.S. manufacturers, who have sadly been mistreated by various countries around the world, including Mexico and Canada, over the years. So great job, President Trump, in securing this new trade deal back in November of 2018. Sadly, it has taken this long for the USMCA to be ratified by our lawmakers on Capitol Hill. That's because the Democrat-led House of Representatives and its Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, purposely kicked the can down the road for nearly a year, not because the USMCA was not a terrific deal for the United States of America and its industry. No, rather because they were afraid to hand yet another pro-America victory to President Trump by ratifying this terrific new trade deal that he had negotiated for the United States of America and its workers. So Nancy Pelosi, she dragged this whole thing out. Our farmers, our manufacturers, throughout the year of 2019, they could have been doing so much better than they actually did. All it would have taken is Nancy Pelosi and congressional Democrats doing right by those farmers and manufacturers, but sadly, they refused to do so. So another year worth of benefits for U.S. industry, that was taken away by Nancy Pelosi and company. But nonetheless, now the USMCA has finally been ratified in both chambers of the legislature. President Trump is able to sign it now, and it can be officially enacted, at least on the United States end. So, like I said, there was overwhelming support for the USMCA in the U.S. Senate during yesterday's vote, but not every U.S. senator voted in favor of ratifying the USMCA. There were 10 U.S. senators that voted against the USMCA, believe it or not. A terrific deal, but they said, no, we're not signing off on it. Those senators are Republican Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania. He's the only Republican not to sign off on the USMCA, but shame on him for his vote. And then you had 9 Democrats refusing to sign off on USMCA, including some very prominent Democrat senators. Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, as well as 2020 presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, Kirsten Gillibrand, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Ed Markey, Sheldon Whitehouse, Jack Reed, and Brian Schatz. All of those Democrats voting against this terrific new trade deal, the USMCA. Yes, I threw Bernie Sanders in the Democrat category. Even though he classifies himself as an independent, he always ends up voting with the Democrats. He's in the Democrat primary for president. Make no mistake about it, he is a far-left Democrat. He's one of the leftist Democrats out to screw over the United States of America. For those senators to vote against the USMCA, against this terrific new trade deal, it just goes to show you they do not care one bit about doing what is best for the United States of America. For them, it's all about opposing President Trump whenever they get the chance to do so, even when it means disregarding the best interests of U.S. farmers and U.S. manufacturers. It's absolutely pathetic that these 10 senators, 9 Democrat, 1 Republican, would vote the way they did on the USMCA. Shame on them. They should be held accountable the next time they're up for re-election for their votes that they're taking. But nonetheless, the good news here is that the USMCA has finally been ratified by both the House and the Senate. And again, congratulations, President Trump. Hats off to you. You deserve all the credit for this terrific new deal that you negotiated on behalf of your country, the United States of America. You are continuing to deliver for U.S. farmers, deliver for U.S. manufacturers, deliver for U.S. industry as a whole. Great job. Yet another pro-America achievement for one President Donald Trump. That's all the time that we have for today and for this week. Have the best of weekends. John Muir Show back on Monday and each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.